Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
And how the heck are you? Good morning. Happy Hump Day Wednesday for July 8th, 2020. That's right. We are more than halfway through 2020. Thank the Lord for that. Anyway, hope you all are having a great Wednesday so far and are looking forward to a great one also. And we want to welcome to the cool people that are showing up right now. Christian Basil, Clyde Hall, Teresa Dunn. Mwah, you figure out who gets what, a salute or a kiss. And Carl Wisman, always a pleasure. And let's see, he said hump. He sure did. That wasn't just a description. That was a command. Get busy. And good morning to you, Teresa Dunn. Glad to see you, hon, as always. And hey, is it Wednesday? I have totally lost track, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, I do that all the time now. It's good to see that I'm not the only one, that time no longer has any meaning for them. Oh, my God. I only remember what I did last night, and that's how I figure out what day of the week it is. I mean, I was on Clever Title Pending last night, which, by the way, I think you all should watch. We had a fantastic show with Meredith Logren, Rob Anderson, and Luke Stone popped in on us, and then we also moved over to Varian Grant's fantastic show on IndiEEvent. Please check that out too. We want to see that guy get some Nevermorians over there too. They're a bit more irreverent than us. Oh my goodness, is such a thing possible? Well, yes, it is. But anyway, I had a fantastic evening last night, and hope that everyone enjoyed the shows last night. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Carl. Glad to see you. My bow tie is crooked. And that's the thing. Here's a little tip for you all. When you're looking at yourself on your monitor, when you do these shows, whatever you see, do the opposite. Whatever feels right. Like if it looks like your bow tie's too far, just do everything opposite, and you'll halfway get through it. Eric Hawkins, a pleasure to see you, sir. And don't forget, this coming Saturday at the IndiEEvent that will be broadcast many places, including this page and on Facebook. We'll set up some links for you all later. But anyway, I will be joined at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central by Eric Hawkins, and we're going to have a little casual talk about all of his success in the independent field too. And Carl Wisman says, good morning, Eric. And oh my goodness, Varian, I'm glad I said something nice about you. Varian Grant, glad to have you here, man. Seriously, everybody, please check out Varian's shows. He's got a number of them. He's got a coffee thing tomorrow at 9 with himself and Randy Zimmerman, a longtime veteran of the independent comics field. Check it out. It's always good, seriously. And Christian Basil wants the Morris Mooring Monster Show, Usta Hump. Oh, yeah, we Usta Hump. You got that right. Anyway, Christian is going to be at the IndiEEvent this weekend, too. Go to IndiEEvent. Let's see, IndiEEvent. I guess it is. Anyway, go to that. We'll have the links later. We'll be promoting it. And check out the schedule. I will be there. Christian will be doing a version of the match game. And Christian, I hope you checked your PMs. I am available. In fact, I can do both shows if you wanted me to. But seriously, we play tested it last night. It was a lot of fun. I did less horribly than my opponent, let's just say. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. He's going to be starting out Saturday with that. And also 7 p.m., our very own Teresa Dunn will be at IndiEEvent, and she's going to have some questions for an experienced publisher, because she's going to be doing her first book on her own. She already has one published called Poetry Expressions, available on Amazon, but now she's going to go it on her own with the sequel, poetry expressions too. And she is calling in someone who has a certain amount of expertise in the field of publishing, and modesty forbids as to who it could be, but it's somebody rugged, sexy, and has sideburns you just want to clutch and make them your own. Anyway, I'll be there, and also we're going to have like a closing show on Sunday. I'm going to be there, and probably adult beverages will be present. What could possibly happen? Yeah, and I had an adult beverage last night. Nobody knew it. We had chocolate. We had chocolate almond milk with some extra Nestle's Quick mixed in and some Kraken, and I didn't let anyone notice. And of course, the show was as incompetently run as usual, so nobody could tell. Anyway, Carlene is here. Mwah, hi to you. Good to see you. And where are all the other YouTube preverts this morning? Yeah, where the heck are you people? And for those of you who don't know, and to everyone, good morning, wherever you're watching me from, whether it's my profile page or Rising Tide or from our YouTube channel, please subscribe while you're there. That would help us a lot, and it means so much. Also, we'll be broadcasting a lot of the stuff this weekend too, FYI. But yeah, where are you guys? Where you go? Come on down. It's safe. Anyway, there's one. Hi, sweetie, says Carl Witzman. And hi, fellow pervert. Well, there you go. I am so glad y'all can find each other. And how is Mr. Editor today? Mr. Editor is fine. Mr. Editor stayed up way too late. And I would have stayed up the rest of the evening. And I'm going to look up this thing. What is it? Agent 11? Good Lord. It is one of those things I'm told is like a train wreck, and of course, thus I must watch it, and I crave it with all my heart and soul. Anyway, no, we stayed up last night in Christian fellowship, discussing the issues of the day. And after we had several prayer chains going, I had to take my leave, unfortunately. But anyway, had a great time. And again, Varian, thank you for having me on the show. It is an honor. It is truly an honor. I mean that without even a scintilla of sarcasm. And Sarah, mwah, morning. Yesterday evening was great from Clever Title Pending. Thank you, sweetheart. And then IndiEEvent. Yeah, it was a full evening of entertainment last night with Clever Title Pending and IndiEEvent. And again, my sincerest thanks to Luke Stone, Meredith Walgren, and Rob Anderson for joining me on the show, and to everyone at IndiEEvent for making me feel so welcome. And yeah, it was a good show. I'm very pleased with Clever Title Pending. The shows have been turning out quite well. And I realized I forgot to cast for next week. So I'm going to be looking for somebody to be on Clever Title Pending next week. I'm going to be reaching out to various people. And Joe McKeel, I had a blast. Joe, it was good seeing you on that thing, on the test last night. And Joe also runs an excellent show that will be on tomorrow night, I believe it is. Stupid O'Clock, but they have a page on Facebook, and please check that. You'll get all the latest times and links, and you can watch the show there. It is basically an after convention hours talk with some really interesting subjects, and the subjects just go every which way. And I've got I promise you, Joe, one of these nights I'm coming back. I swear I'm coming back. I only felt it fair to warn you. And there we go. Success questions, Eric Hawkins. I won't be successful until I can brag about outselling Thor with numbers that don't even relate to comparing to each other. I'll explain later, Brian, if you don't. Was about. I think I do need an explanation on that, Eric. That sounds intriguing. I of course, I think Zombie for World of Oz. You've got a sincere chance at that. And by the way, please check out Indiegogo, because the campaign is in its closing days for the Zombie for World of Oz. But you can pick up issues 2 and number one, not that other finger, but this one, and a bunch of amazing swag. OMG, it's awesome. And it's also a fantastic book, so please pick it up. And Adult Beverages, where asked Robert Beatty, glad to see you, brother. They were here last night. Brian had a headache yesterday, and I had it all day, but I thought, well, it's going to go away any second now, and it didn't. And then I was, even up to the time of the broadcast last night, I'm like, oh man, it's still bothering me. And Cookie said, "Don't worry about it. I got you taken care of." And then she made me some of that chocolate almond milk with a couple extra scoops of Nestle's Quick in there for a little extra chocolatey flavor and all that raw processed sugar that helps the body grow. Not in the right places though. And then she put a couple shots of Kraken in there, and all by the end of about 15 minutes of the show, I was feeling considerably better. So anyway, they say you shouldn't drink on air, and I just say, it depends on what kind of show you're on. So anyway, go Fefe. We had him last night, but it did not diminish the firm iron-like control I have over this show. Of course, everyone knows that, I just absolutely have it all together.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Everyone's a critic. Anyway, Carl Witzman says, "I have no idea what Eric is talking about, but I support his version of success, no matter what it is." I do too. And the thing is, people have different ideas of what success means. So, to some people, it could be just that the business sustains itself, that you don't have to take out a loan, or it gets you convention appearance invitations, or it creates a living for you, or you become one of the 1%, which is my goal. So anyway, because I want to be an oppressor, but one you'll be proud of. And Sarah, all the people on YouTube, give likes. Yes, please like this video if you would, please, and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, folks, if you want to tag people, this will work in Facebook. If you want to tag people that you think would be interested in this show, feel free to do it. Just be aware, they may not like the show and all, that's fine. But if you think somebody is cool that needs to know about this show and especially needs to promote themselves, have them come on by. Carlene, this Gurkha whiskey cigar is wow, says Carl Witzman. I just love the name Gurkha whiskey cigar. Holy cats, that sounds amazing. That really does. And I don't smoke. I do drink whiskey, though. Well, hello there, Carl. The other pervert is here, my friend, says Sarah. Oh, and what a pervert she is. Anyway, Nicholas McGavro, glad to see you here. I'm glad you are here, my friend. And Michael Sloan, hope your morning's going well. Jackie Lawson, we are about to talk to you. Craig Smith, as always, it's great to see you. Alex Penland, hope you're having a fantastic morning, or probably early evening for where you're at. Anyway, hope everything's going well for you, hon. And Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., as always, sir, it is a pleasure and honor to have you here. And let's catch up with Jackie Lawson. What do you say? I say yes, and I'm the director. So, hi, friends. I'm having a Support Indie Authors Wednesday today. I purchased a book from someone in this group already this morning, and we'll be doing another this evening. Please check out and share each other's books today so I can see them all. Also, please consider checking out the Amulets trilogy. The first book link is provided. Thanks all. Jackie, thank you. That's a brilliant idea. That's something we all ought to be working on this weekend. That would be a good time, to maybe encourage that during the indie broadcast too. Thank you, Jackie. It's always a delight to have you here. You make me so happy. And Carl, yeah, it's great, says Carly. Wow. And tomorrow 9 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 p.m. for Stupid O'Clock with Joe McKeel. It's a great show. Seriously, I was on there about a month ago, and I had a blast. If I weren't passing out early in the evening lately, I would be there, but it was so much fun. And Carl Witzman, hey, Sarah, I gave my like before you even got here. And she says, aha, I gave the second like. Rock on. Well, I'll take all the likes I can get. All right. I appreciate them, too. Eric Hawkins trying to keep busy writing issue 3 of the Zombie World of Oz and designing characters for issue 5. Number 3 will conclude the current story arc, and number 4 is a standalone story, and 5 will launch a new story arc. That is very cool. Now, Eric, that's something we can discuss over this weekend. Let's talk about your publishing plans for Zombie World. And, hopefully you're going to put that in a trade paperback collection for everyone to enjoy. Carl Winston says, Sarah, if I knew that you'd be here, I'd have saved my like for when you arrived. Oh, we've all got a like for Sarah. We got a big, strong like for her. And someone gave a dislike. Oh, well, we know this show is worth all the likes. Thank you, Sarah. Well, you know what? To whoever gave me the dislike on YouTube, I found out that YouTube will actually discourage that me from coming up in their searches. And we don't need a-holes looking at my show. This is just for cool people like you. Awesome folks, all right? And see, alcohol solves all problems, says Robert Beatty. It certainly solved most of the ones I've had in life. So, yeah, it's like I tell people I quit drinking recreationally about 30 years ago. I still drink casually. I don't really drink to get buzzed like I used to. I used to spend weekends just absolutely hammered, and or days off in the middle of the week. And I just had an incident where I just like, I've had enough good experiences with alcohol. I don't want to push my luck. So, it's know when to hold them and know when to fold them, know when to walk away and know when to run, as a wise man once said. And that's right, Sarah, says Carleen. And Christian Basil, Facebook, the traveling TARDIS. As we played our test game last night, Brian, we crossed all the 35,000 threshold. The traveling TARDIS page on Facebook now, when we closed out the test last night on the match game, Christian was 3 people shy of 35,000, and we got him. That's great. On our way to 100,000, thanks to Meredith, yourself, and everyone who believes in our show. Most definitely. Christian, you probably know about this, but you got a shout out from Screen Rant. I was seeing this morning that I don't remember what it was a Doctor Who article, obviously. It was an article about how the Timeless Child did not destroy Doctor Who. For those of you who don't know, with the new series of Doctor Who that's on the BBC and BBC America and in our hearts and minds, a plot line was introduced where the Doctor is looking for someone called the Timeless Child. And spoiler alert, it is revealed that the Timeless Child provided the base genetics for Gallifreyans, particularly with the regeneration. And it turned out that the Doctor is the Timeless Child, but has no memory of it for some reason. Although she met someone who claimed to be an earlier incarnation, but the current Doctor does not remember her. So anyway, and they quoted Christian Basil's interview with Andrew Carl for his podcast. So Christian, congratulations, brother. That was so cool. You might want to look that up, and if you haven't already, link it to your page. Right, and love to you, Carly. I had so much love here. And Sarah is here. She brings the hump to Wednesday. I think someone should, by golly. Can't look to me for any support. And Eric Hawkins, I sent you an article to read. You will see how the numbers can't be compared, but are being touted as comparable. You will get a kick out of it. Yeah, this sounds like the old phrase about how figures lie and liars figure. I definitely will read that. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. And Carl Westman says, whiskey infused cigar, then followed up with a swig of coffee. I might be drunk and I didn't even mean to do it today. Well, I didn't get putting crack into my coffee this morning. I probably should have. It's been a while since I started drinking before 10. So anyway, and don't forget tomorrow, please sign up, or not tomorrow, but Friday evening, sign up for Uncle Carl Witzman's secret humor page that no one in the world knows about. But if you are not easily offended, and if you have a ripping sense of humor, then you'll need to get there, because on Friday night, Uncle Carl is going to have his drunken rant, and it's always fun, always funny. And he and Donna Carleen are going to get together and smoke cigars and drink and tell jokes. It's a fun time. It really is a casual fun time. Great way to end up your work week. And Carl sounds fun, says Sarah, and she mocks him with her laughter. And good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. And you will have a happy Hump Day if you go to www.tyronetonyrejr.com. Sir, it is good to see you. Hope you and your lady are having a great morning. Love to you and the missus. Eric Hawkins, I gave a dislike. Whoa. Well, that means you won't be able to find me if you search for me again. I think that's how it is. And Sarah, shame, Eric. Yes, Eric, we're going to have to spank you. Anyway, and Eric's like, yes. Carl Winston, I suspected that, Eric. You just have to be different. And Eric mocks us with his tea level laughter. And good morning, Meredith Logren. Wow, Meredith, thank you for being on the show last night with Clever Tile Pending. Meredith was wonderful as always. And Meredith is going to be a key component in the IndiEEvent this weekend, starting Friday at noon with a very special episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. And, we talked about it last week on the Comics Noob, Rob Anderson, Meredith, and I, about doing something special. And, of course, we're doing something very special on Saturday with Eric Hawkins being on Clever Tile Pending. But I've got an idea for Friday at noon. We're going to run this regular show at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central for Central people. And if you're not a Central person, you'll know who you are. You really will. You'll feel it in your bones. Anyway, then we're going to end the show around 11:30, regardless of where I am with the comments, because I'll need a half hour to recharge. Might even change my shirt into something a little more festive. And then we are going to relaunch the show again at noon, but with a difference. And we're not going to tell you what that difference is until you get there. Okay? But please show up to the show. You will, and I think we're going to make it really special this time. And speaking of very special, two of my favorite author ladies are here, Amy Hale and Kathy Jackson. Mwah to you both. Hope your Friday is going well. And Ted Davies, always a pleasure, sir. Ted Davies Artistry, great guy, great productions. Check out his videos on YouTube. Please check out his publications because he's amazing. And good morning to you, Meredith. Hope you are having a fantastic morning. And Sarah greets Meredith, and Joe McKeel says, all these preverts in here. Why no mention of the proverts? We are very pro-prevert here. We are very, we do respect our preverts very much. Not to be confused with adverbs or anything. Carl Wisman, there's our other prevert. Welcome, Meredith. There we go. And alcohol solves all problems except alcoholism. Oh, well, says Carl Wisman. That's true. Alcoholism has not been cured by alcohol. That is curious. It's just like I'm hoping that the anti-vaxxers, for the anti-vaxxers' sake, that one day we get an inoculation against autism. I think that would be so worthwhile. And Brian Hammond would be fun to see, says Robert Beatty. Actually, here's the truth about Brian when he was more than a casual drunk. He wasn't an alcoholic because alcoholics have meetings. I found that when I got extremely inebriated, Robert, there is virtually no difference in my personality. I am not a mean drunk. I'm a jolly drunk. I tend to laugh more. That is about the only thing. And I find other things funnier. And I've told this story before, but one night we had some friends come down to Champaign, Illinois from Chicago when we were partying in their room. And I was not just 3 sheets to the wind, but several. And at one point, I'm looking at this lamp. And when I was growing up, the stereotypical image of a drunk was some guy putting a lampshade on his head and dancing and everyone laughing at him. And I'm like, that's not that funny. I don't understand it. So I thought, this is me. I'm drunk. I recognize I'm drunk. And there's a lamp. I need to test my theory. So I unscrewed the holder on the lamp and put the shade on my head and started dancing to the music. And sure enough, people started laughing at me. And I felt like I had established like a baseline for my theory. And I'm like, I get it now. I truly understand. So that was my foray into drunk dancing. And it's lived with me ever since. And I also discovered something else that night, that the more drunk I became, the sharper my memory got. I mean, I should probably do this show totally wasted. Because then I won't have all those pauses because I can't remember words or names. So, my aphasia might get better. So I think it's something we could maybe work on one of these mornings if Cookie goes to work early enough and leaves me alone with corkscrew removers, corkscrews. So anyway, there's something to look forward to. So I am fun to watch, especially when I start dancing. It's great. And Sarah says, fair warning, Brian, our pervert group is growing. By the way, dino porn, hashtag blame Brian. Well, hashtag blame Sarah this morning. Oh, by the way, Sarah, please drop me a DM. We might be having a meeting in August 8th. Anyway, I know stuff. And Eric Hawkins says, oh, yeah, we can discuss my publishing plans. I actually do have some. What? Go on with your bad self. And a trade paperback is planned, of course, after issue 3. Excellent. And Carl Wisman says, all the best preverts are hanging out on YouTube. That's true. The picture quality is there. And Brian Rhodes is here, not switching from preverts to Brian Rhodes, talented writer and artist and great guy. It is such a pleasure to see you, as always, Brian. And Jasper Lisper, always a pleasure to see you, too. Hope everything's going well for you. I haven't talked to you in ages. And Joe McKeel says, those that say alcohol is not a solution has never taken any chemistry classes. That's true. Well, right now with COVID virus or the My Sharona Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic, alcohol is very useful, mostly in cleansing your hands. And hashtag bring cookie home and hashtag keep cookie home. Thank you, Sarah. Love you for that. And next week we may have some news, not necessarily about Cookie coming home, but change in our lives. And it's a good one. It's a good one. No, she's not pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant either. So, but it's something that she recently desired and she got it. So we'll talk about that next week with her permission. And Carl Wisman says, Dino Porn mentioned 18 minutes in. This might be a new record. Yeah, well, how did we wait so long? And success. Oh, it just takes so little to make Sarah happy. And Christian Basil says, I will screen rant. Yes, I believe it was screen rant. It quoted your interview with Andrew Cartmel, the former this is not for you. I know you know who it is. The former script editor on Doctor Who during the Sylvester McCoy days. And Carl Wisman says, we are all hyped up. Poor Brian is already behind in the comments. Oh, yeah, let's see if I can, I'm only 7 minutes behind, which for me is pretty good. I mean, that's the one thing I do regret about Clever Title Pending. We do pick and choose the comments to read out loud, especially for our friends on iHeartRadio. And thank you, Meredith Logren, as always, for setting us up with that. But as it is that, we do fall behind on that show because there's more than one person there. And rather than me going off on a tangent, we now have anywhere from 1 to 3 people extra going off on tangents, which is great. I think it adds to the entertainment and the usefulness of the show. So anyway, Christian Basil says, tagging my friend Jen Ward, hail to the chat. She runs the Gratitude Radio Network, which TLTT is happy to be a part of. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Don't forget their Facebook page. You can be part of the 35,000 wonderfully happy people on there. But anyway, we look forward to seeing Jen Ward on here. Jen, if you are listening, please say hello, because otherwise I may not know you're here. Spencer Heffron, glad to see you. I see Facebook has told me you're here. If you're on YouTube, this I will not know unless you say something to me. So please do. It makes me happy, and I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic, actually, to greet you. Carl Witzman, if you think you can handle it, friend me on Facebook and ask to be added to the Secret Humor group, or ask Brian to add you. He can invite anyone, and Lord knows it looks like I have. Anyway, I haven't invited that many people. They've all gone to Carl and say, could you bring us in and not Brian? Anyway, but no, it's a fun night. Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Uncle Carl's Drunken Rant. And good morning, all. Amy Hale, good morning to you. Hope you are in fine spirits this morning. Great to see you. Carl Wisman, if Sarah spanks Eric, I'm going to be filming it. If Sarah spanks Eric will be filming it and replaying it until it is just like grayed out. And Sarah, get out your camera, Carl. Oh boy, Eric, we are going to party now. See you. Stick with me, buddy. You're not going to make a fortune, but you're going to have fun. Anyway, Ted Davies, good morning, all. Ted, good morning to you, my friend. Ted Davies Artistry on the interwebs. Please check out that great site. And Amy Hale, you ever get your Unicorn Princess White Pop, says Eric Hawkins? Yeah. Oh, that reminds me this morning. Curse you, Eric and Amy. I saw an article on Bleeding Cool that Target is releasing a Stan Lee Funko Pop. And I'm like, Cookie, I got to get another one. She's like, no, you don't. And I said, it's Stan Lee. And she's like, no, you. So I may be getting another Funko Pop. No, you see what has happened with a number of conventions authorize the Funko Pop company to create Funko Pops for them, exclusives, if you will. And with this San Diego Comic-Con, where they release a bunch of these anymore, the San Diego Comic-Con, as well as other conventions around the country who have authorized these things, they can't sell them because they're not having the convention. So, Funko Pop has opened up commercial channels so that we all have a chance to get these exclusives. And I admit I was looking at the Cyborg Superman and the Stan Lee. I needs me a Stan Lee. I love Stan Lee. Anyway, we all should. I saw the Unicorn Princess Dwight. I did see that. We'll wait for Amy's reply. Last night's show was good and had good info, says Carl Wisdom. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate that. I'm glad. I know we were pretty much comic centric, but I think we took away a lot that could help book publishers too. So, and also, like I said, this coming Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, check out IndiEEvent. And Teresa Dunn is going to be interviewing me, and we will also take questions, and I'm sure. And if you have any questions on publishing, or promotion, I'll be glad to answer them as best I can. Amy Hale, no, the site crashed, and they keep saying they will re-release him, but they haven't done it so far. Grr. And Meredith Logren says, Prevert, I'm a pro, damn it. That's right, my God. She's got like her little square attached to her phone, swipes the credit cards, doesn't always give them back. But she, she can't go out for the Olympics anymore. She has revoked her amateur status, if you know what I mean. And Eric Hawkins, same for me. I gave up after 40 minutes and forgot until later in the afternoon. I was still waiting to check out. Was supposed to go live last week again, but didn't. Wow. And pro Prevert Meredith, that's right. We are all pro Prevert here. And Christian Basil, all the preverts really will emerge and become one big Voltron more than just an action figure. Oh, what kind of action will this one see? Anyway, Eric Hawkins, all drunks think there is no difference in their personalities. No, seriously. Like I said, I laugh more. That is about the only difference. I don't get more stupid than normal, and I don't. And I am still responsible enough to know I shouldn't drive a vehicle. I don't have any sort of overconfidence that I can manage. In fact, I've had a couple times where overconfidence would mean I can stand up and not fall on my face. And I've only been accidentally. I do say accidentally. It's only because I haven't been taking care of myself. A couple of times, unfortunately, I've had people around to take care of me. So yeah, you can try and get. In fact, if you want to buy me drinks at Silicon or something, I will let you if it will make you feel better. And hashtag Brian drunk dancing, and it's nothing any sane person should be watching, Sarah. I have no more motor control when I'm intoxicated than when I do when I'm whatever stage I'm in now. And Carl Wisman, I'm not so sure about the memory improvement with alcohol. Just watch one of my Friday night shows and test that theory. Well, you might not remember, but I just find that I had, like when I would get up the next morning, I could remember everything I did while intoxicated with horrifying clarity. It seemed like a greater clarity than if I had not been intoxicated in the first place. So it's not attractive. Carlene says, like Johnny Fever, whose reactions get better when he gets hammered. Yeah, pretty much. Or Jackie Chan in the Drunken Master series, where he becomes a more agile fighter the more he drinks. So, and I'll write the DM reminder down. Yes, please do. And Robert Beatty, we just ask that you keep your clothes on. No promises, Robert. No promises. Brian Rhodes, preverts, eh? I always join the conversation at just the right time. That's right. You timed this perfectly, Brian. And you're welcome, my friend. Yes, sir. You're welcome. And Carl Witzman says, this comment added just to put Brian even more behind in the comments. Well, as I read this, I'm only 7 minutes behind. So let's see what I can do to catch up. And Sarah laughs her FA off. Anyway, I hope it's nothing obscene. Actually, I do hope it's something obscene. I want pictures. And Carl Westman says, I'll be performing here all week. Rimshot. It's good that you warn people. And Michael Sloan, is that the secret to sneaking in here? Watch on YouTube? Well, actually, watching on YouTube, Michael Sloan, we have found, and please correct me, YouTubers, if I am incorrect, because we can all stand to learn, even me. The picture clarity is a little better. The sound quality is a little better. Plus, you get it a couple of seconds, if not more, sooner than those poor schlubs on Facebook. I know. I bleed for them. I really do. And Eric Hawkins is grinning at me with an evil smile. And Sarah joins in. Shenanigans, Eric. There are plenty of shenanigans on this show, and I have at least 4 Stan Lee pops. Yeah, I just kind of noticed. Well, of course, I think most of them came out before I was pre-addicted. Because right now I have 9 Funko Pops, and 10 is the limit. If you go beyond 10 or more, then you are officially addicted and should seek help. Poor Amy Hale and Eric are beyond all hope. But my understanding is that right about the time I find that Stan Lee figure or the Cyborg Superman, that they are going to increase it to possibly 11 or 12, depending on how many Funko Pops I own and can get in the house without getting murdered. That last part is the critical part. So anyway, Carl Witzman says the video grays out. Brian, forget VHS. We use digital video now. Even this boomer knows that. Digital videos, that's something where you have to thread it with your fingers? Is that what you mean by digital, young man? Anyway, Sarah, I have a Funko Pop drought. I don't have any yet. Shame on me for not following everyone else for the awesomeness that is Pops. I actually, Sarah, when I first saw Funko Pops, I thought that's butt ugly. I don't want those things in here, my home. And then I started seeing some. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And then I saw the variety they had. And then like the Batman 66 line and the Masters of the Universe, I'm like, damn, but I need those with an unholy craving. I would at least like to complete my Masters of the Universe. And I noticed they have like a soda pop version of these things, and I noticed like they had a Lockjaw, I think it is, Jabberjaw. Well, the guy with the thing I'm blanking on his name. If only I were drunk. And one of the other characters that's not in the main line. So I'm like, dang it, I say. And I'm on both, Michael, but I'm using 2 monitors to make it easier, says Carl Witzman. Well, it was funny because last night I had a moment on when I was on Varian Grant's incredible show, IndiEEvent, that I was hearing like an echo, and I thought, well, which one of these guys turned up their speaker? And then I realized I had watched on YouTube on the IndiEEvent channel there, and then I was invited to come aboard, and so I immediately, without thinking, kept that channel open and then went into the StreamYard link and got on there live, and then I'm hearing like this incredible echo, and it took me a few seconds to realize it was still my YouTube still playing. So got it fixed. Brian is slow, but he catches up. And Spencer Heffron says, hello, everyone. Long time no see. Spencer, we missed you, buddy. Hope everything is going well for you, my friend. Joe McKeel, everybody needs a Stan Lee. They do. They really do. In fact, I don't think Stan Lee should count in my addiction number. And if one of you could explain that to Cookie, I'd be grateful. Eric Hawkins has a link to Toyman Show this Sunday. Well, very good for him. Well, I guess I will reveal, because she did say it in public this morning. Silcon is having a fundraiser. Sarah, take note. August 8th, which I'm sure is a Saturday, but let me verify that. August 8th is Saturday. I don't know what hours it will be. I assume it's going to be 10 o'clock to probably close of day. But I will be there. We are having a fundraiser for the Silcon convention. And please join us. It will be at the it will not be at the Cross County Mall. It will be at the Sweet Dreams Hotel, which is very, very close to there. And so please join us. We would love it if you did. It would mean a lot to us. And I will be there. Becky Castillo still has some spaces. Please contact her if you're interested. And Eric Hawkins. That way you can come over and get a table at this show. All right. And so anyway, now are you setting up? Back to Eric real fast. Are you setting up at the Toy Man show? That will be what we want to know. And I get more rowdy when I'm trashed, goofier. Oh my God, it's you that we need to get hammered. And Eric Hawkins, I get handsy when I am drunk. Well, then I'm buying the first round, brother. And Eric, and Sarah laughs at Eric and says, much less lag on YouTube there. See, you've got a ringing endorsement for Sarah, who knows? She hates her lag. And Eric Hawkins says, the Stanley Pop you are talking about is a shared Target exclusive, so it might be hard to get. I'm not sure of the release date. Well, if you hear, would you let me know? I'm sure I'm going to have a time getting it. May have to go onto the secondary market, but we'll see what happens. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. And the Randys, hey, Randys, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope your morning's going well. Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. And don't forget, everybody, you all have not been doing your plugging this morning. No, Michaela J isn't here yet. So anyway, if you've got a creative endeavor or a Kickstarter campaign or a charity you're fond of or somebody you don't think gets enough attention, put that in the comments, hit enter, and we'll share this on the broadcast, okay? And what about 124 pops? Is that an addiction? Well, according to Cookie, you've got 125 too many. You should, you should be burning them. But no, I don't think you do. It's just like the Sheryl Crow song. If it makes you happy, that's what's important. And Eric, that's beyond help. So Sarah, I was trying not to tell him that, but now she mentions it. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic, Eric. Anyway, Michael Sloan, let me get this straight. The quality of video is better. Does that mean you look better on there or on Facebook? As far as my looks go, Michael, there's only so much lipstick you can put on this particular pig, if you know what I'm saying. But if you want to see the stuff behind me better, that might be the way to go. So definitely, yeah, check it out on not that we're trying to send people from Facebook, but for all that Facebook has done for me, if you know what I mean. Covfefe. But yeah, a lot of people do. Our Facebook numbers are growing, or not. Well, our Facebook numbers are usually growing, but when they aren't throttling us, which I think they did Monday. Because our numbers are pretty consistent. But I think our Monday numbers were a little bit throttled. Fridays were fantastic, which is more in line. Anyway, hey to the Randys, and we say hey. All right. And Amy Hill, I have a custom pop of my character Jane. It is one of my most treasured pops. Yeah, I would love to make a series of Volcanas because she actually, in my head, she has 3 armors by now, or actually 4. She'll have 4 by the second book because her original one looks like the original, feminized version of the original from the Fallen Champion. Then the second one is based on the Fallen Champion. And by the end of the book, the first book, Rebirth of the Champion, she has her own spin on the armor. And when we start out the second one, she will have an even different spin. It's a little more form-fitting, and we'll come up with some sort of BS explanation as to why. Anyway, so yeah, I can understand that, Amy. I think that would be great. I think that's awesome. I would really be interested one day in making Funko Pops of my characters, maybe one of me, who knows. IndiEEvent had max people on the panel. It was bazonkers, but in a good way. Well, yeah, and I was there mostly to listen. I didn't really have a whole lot to say except for the occasional snarky comment. But yeah, well, the thing is, StreamYard, upon which we are broadcasting at this very second, up till like about 2 weeks ago, would allow 6 people on screen. Okay, so if we had somebody waiting in the queue, one of us would have to leave in order to get them on. Well, now it allows 10 people on there, and it becomes a mess. Okay, and so I don't know that I'll ever have 10 on here, but if you tune in Friday at noon to the IndiEEvent episode of Nevermind the Furthermore, we might have some surprises. Oh, and we are joined by the Zim Geek himself, Randy Zimmerman. Randy, how you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. And thumbs up to you. Thank you for being here. Randy is the co-host of IndiEEvent, plus does the Thursday morning coffee with Randy with Varian Grant, and both very, very entertaining hosts. And again, thank you guys for having me last night. I appreciate being on the show. And I'm sure it will make my career, finally. I'd like to thank all the little people that made this possible and the big people that made it necessary. So, Randy, you and Varian are welcome on here anytime you would like. And please promote IndiEEvent while you're here. All right, tell people about your shows. Tell people what you got going, because that's what this show does. This is rising tide territory, so we want to raise everybody, especially our friends. Eric Hawkins says, looks like the San Diego Comic-Con Pops will release between the 19th and the 23rd. Oh, cool. I'll be around then, I'm hoping. And Sarah said, hey, there's them. Nice to see you again. Yeah, Randy and Varian probably just came off of IndiEEvent after show, probably watching one of those damn movies I hear about from there. It's like, Brian, have you heard of this movie? No. Varian played it for us last night. You sure you haven't seen it? No. Don't watch it. It's kind of like, I'm like, the way it's been described to me is like, what did he have, like a 5-hour cut of like Two Girls in a Cup? What? So anyway, Sarah says, I am way beyond help. Yes, and your Funko Pop collection, or addiction rather, is too. And Erica, it's hysterical. Well, Erica gets a little hysterical too. Actually, he doesn't. And Zimgeek says, always nice to be seen, Sarah. Thanks. Well, I say it's always nice to be obscene, so glad you're here, Randy. And Joe McGill says, they have taken a hit since the Rona hit, but Pops for patients. It's a good excuse to buy Pops and hold as your own for a bit, then give it to a kid in the hospital. Now, that's beautiful, Joe. That is truly beautiful. Because I know it can be pretty lonely in the hospital, and having something, just a little friend like that can get them through. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Joe. Seriously, and you too. Well, thank you for being here, Randy. It's a pleasure, serious pleasure. And Joe McKeel says, you have been doing a plugging for me, and thank you for that. Well, I'm glad. Michaela Jade, everybody can plug, or just take your turn. That's all. But and Rob Anderson, as macho as he is, he admits he likes a good plugging too. So anyway, Joe, anyway, stupid o'clock. We are so glad to share the airwaves with you, man, and we are glad to promote, because you guys are fantastic. Carl Westman says, I'll plug author Michaela Jade. I just bet you will. And Author Secret, that is the new book from Michaela Jade. Thank you for putting in that link. You definitely want to grab a copy of that. It is a cool, super cool idea. And Amy Hale says, if you're comfortable getting out, come see me Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday at Cape Comic Con. I'll have all my books, swag, and a big bottle of hand sanitizer. You can also see one of my childhood heroes, Sam Jones, the cinematic Flash Gordon, and they are taking special precautions for this event, and I think it'll be a great time. I do too, Amy. I will miss you and everyone at Cape Comic Con. If you want more details, go to cape-con.com and check it out, and please buy a lot of stuff from Amy Hale, because she's awesome and I love her. And Kathy Jackson too, because she's awesome and I love her too. So anyway, excuse me. They are taking precautions. They will have, I believe, hand sanitizer stations also. Mask wearing is encouraged. So please check it out. Please give Ken Murphy and his whole family my love, please. And sorry I can't be there, but hopefully, why don't you broadcast from there, Amy? That would be fantastic. And Sarah says, you're welcome, Zim. And Zim Geek says, always happy to have you on the Volt, my friend. Well, thank you, Randy. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I'm glad to be had as well. And Sarah says, I may be available to come on screen during the show on Friday. I have an appointment, but hoping to be around. Well, I was hoping you would, which is kind of what I'm planning for Friday at noon on the IndiEEvent Check out IndiEEvent.com. And Zim Geek says, I'm working on my crowdfunding book right now, listening to Nevermind. Now, there is a productive American keeping the productivity of this great nation in his mind as he listens to this show and thinks, thank God I don't do that. Thank God I don't do that. Why did I extend that invitation to Brian? Sweet God, I hope he forgets. Anyway, but working on something brilliant. Randy is a fantastic creator, and I really, because I told you, Randy, long ago, I was a fan back in the days. I had Arrow comics and all that stuff, and every now and then I go through my collection. I'm like, I know him. So, a man of many talents. So anyway, hoping we inspire you in some way. And Randy, I will say also, and Varian, when you guys do any sort of Kickstarter, please include Rising Tide in your promotions. And I see I'm kind of like lagging here, it looks like. I looked on my screen, I had for a moment kind of like a Max Headroom kind of effect going. But anyway, no, Randy and Varian, whenever you guys get a project going or anything, or if you just want to promote your broadcast, please consider my Rising Tide Publications page and my personal page yours to use, okay? And there he is, the man of the hour, Rob Anderson. I looked up to the heavens and said, please give me a break. Now my phone screen is acting up. Carol, what you wish for? Well, maybe your wish didn't come true, sir, but and definitely, and thank you, Rob, for being on the Clever Title Pending last night. That was a great time. Thank you for bringing me over to IndieVolt. And that's the thing. Rob broke the F-bomb barrier last night. I think it was funny. He just let a couple fly, and I'm just sitting here going, okay. It's like, I'm not going to be the little Dutch boy and put my finger in the dike. And, it just happened. It just happened. Which reminds me of the story when I used to work for the water company in Champaign, Illinois. One of my friends there, one of my closer allies over there, her married name was Dyke, D-Y-K-E. And she was a very devout Christian lady. Love her. I haven't talked to her in ages since I left. And it was funny because one day, we used to take payments at the water company office. And this one woman came in and, we noted that Sharon was interacting with her. And Sharon, Dyke said, well, I'm a little rattled. That woman. I said, so? And she's like, oh, I've never had that before. What made her think I'm a lesbian? And I said, sweetheart, you've been a dyke for about 20 years. And there's a joke that'll get me canceled for sure. But no. And she's like, oh, okay. So anyway, I did my thing for equality that day. You should be proud of me, everyone. And Rob Anderson, nope, Rob does not get blocked. You can say that now, Rob, but wait till the pictures come out, I'm sure. And RPG supplements and writing, says Sarah. Definitely. We got to talk about that. Your journey as a creator. Seriously. Yeah, you're invited, Sarah. In fact, I would love it if you were on the noon show. I really would. And we'll let people ask you questions. How does that sound? I'll contact you later with details, okay, on how to do this thing. All right. So anyway, yeah, Sarah's been getting published as of late from Fish Wrap Productions. It's been great. Anyway, we're in Sins, Volume 1, The Comics Devil, a collection of the Comic Devil's tales at Written Sins Comics with a CS.com. Check it out. It's Rob's earliest work. Kind of not much adjusted for time and quality of skill later, but definitely something worth pledging for. It's available now on Kickstarter, or Kickstarter or Indiegogo. Anyway, Rob has a very reasonable level of where he wants to meet his goal, and pester him about stretch goals if he makes it. He'll probably make it within an hour. And Eric Hawkins says, Sam Jones? What? Yes, the star of My Chauffeur. It was funny because Cookie met Sam Jones at Indie PopCon about 3-4 years ago. He's a wonderful guy. She loved him. She was there for about half an hour or so, I think, with him, and she was like, I loved you in Flash Gordon, but I loved you in My chauffeur, and he's like, oh my God, nobody talks to me about that. So they talked about My Chauffeur for the longest time. And she goes, you know what else we like? My husband and I really love you as the spirit. And he goes, really? And he reached down below the desk and he pulls out an 8x10 of him as the spirit from the ABC TV movie, based on the Will Eisner character. And it was a fun film. And it was a shot with him and Nana Visitor from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. She played Ellen Dolan. And he signed it just so lovingly from him to Cookie. It really knocked me out. And plus he had a picture of himself from The Highwayman. Who remembers Randy Zimmerman might remember The Highwayman. It was a short-lived TV series with Jocko from the battery commercials, I think. But it also had Claudia, I want to say Claudia Cardinale, or who's the lady from Babylon 5? Anyway, she had signed it beforehand, and then Sam signed it fresh to Cookie, which I thought was just so sweet of him. And Molly Daniels, good to see you, Molly. Hope you're having a great morning. Good to see you, sweetie. Hope all is well. Rob Anderson has a link to my Smashwords. I thought you were going to put in a link to your crowdfunding thing. Well, anyway, thank you, Rob. As always, Rob takes such good care of me. And how about this, Rob? Check out the IndiEEvent. There we go. Carl Witzman's on the beat, and Carl, I believe, is taking a shift too. And also, folks, if you are interested in a Sunday we've got a couple more Sunday afternoon slots for IndiEEvent. Please check with Meredith Walgren immediately, because I believe the doors close on that around 12 o'clock today. So if you want to be a part of it, please let her know. All right. And Rob Anderson also has my page on Goodreads. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you so much. And also on Amazon, too, where you can buy all my books, including the aforementioned Volcano, Rebirth of the Champion, along with Santa Sign, the original Skyman Battles the Master of Steam, Amazon book reviews made less impossible, and the haunting scripts of Bachelor's Grove and Conflict, and many more. So please check it out, and there'll be more to come. And RPG supplements, asked Carl Witzman, is that like a vitamin for grenades? Yes, that is. And Sarah says, noon Eastern time, 11 a.m. my time, just making sure, 10-4. Good buddy, yes, it is true. That would be the female form of a buddy, I believe. Anyway, but yes, it'll be 11 o'clock your time, Sarah. We'll talk today, and I'll tell you exactly what you'll need to do, which is mostly how to show up. So anyway, John B. Pica, good to see you, citizen. And hey, guys, late this AM, happy New Comics Day. Happy New Comics Day to you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Looking forward to seeing what's in my box today. Anyway, Sarah says, yes, Carl, it gives you a boost that's needed just like vitamins or Gatorade, and you take it orally. And Max Headroom, yes, I love Max Headroom. I never cared for the talk show that much, but the show on ABC on Friday nights, with Amanda Pays and Blank Reg and all those guys. I love that show. That was a fantastic show. Eric Hawkins says, you are really going to say putting your finger in the dike around this group. You are a brave man. No, I did not say that. No, she and my friend, Mrs. Dyke was a very lovely lady. I love her. But as happens, she doesn't do Facebook, and we have, kind of fallen out of contact with each other. And unfortunately, the only email I ever had was her company address. So I've only got one company address, or I've only got one non-company address as my immediate supervisor, who almost burst into tears when they fired me. He really did. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing sympathetically, because I came out of that meeting where they let me go, and I'm like, yes, I'm out of here. I get severance. I can do things now. I can do that writing thing full time. And he was like, he went through Kubler-Ross. It took me 45 seconds to do mine, but he was like, he went from grief while I was there, and it took him a while to get to acceptance, but I understand he went to anger right after I left the building, because he stormed down to the district manager's office and like, what the hell did you do that for? So anyway, Claudia Christian, says Molly Daniels. Thank you. That's whose autograph we have. And it overlooks our dining room table. And we gaze at it longingly as we feast. And Sarah says, Rob never sent me the link or pic of the naughty hand sanitizer, possibly lube thing he was talking about. I may have seen it, but I'm also curious with devil horns. Yeah, it is. Just remember that sometimes, like I said, you have to prime the pump. You have to give it a couple extra shakes to get something out of it. Anyway, Sarah's rolling on the floor. Truth, oh yeah. And Michaelson, I need to leave, my friend. Getting new pictures taken of the arm to see if they are ready to let me use again. Well, Michael, good luck to you, brother. I hope we get nothing but good news today. And everybody, please send Michael some prayers and some healing energy, Nevermorians. He could sure use it today. Michael, thank you for being here. And keep us posted, okay? And fuel to the fire. Absolute Comics Group has released a score of number ones this week. Says John B. Pike, I was surprised to see them on shelves this morning. They are only 20 pages plus the cover at $3.99. I feel they are a little lacking. Yeah, that's the sort of thing that if it was a crowdfunded kind of book that's almost kind of like the standard, which I too find disappointing, John. I got a comic through crowdfunding, and it was something like I paid, and this was a digital version, but I paid almost as much for the digital as I would have a real comic, and it came through disappointingly sized. Size does matter in comics, but it and it didn't have anything special. It didn't have any a whole lot of background or anything. I was just really disappointed in the package, so to speak. Don't get excited, Meredith. But yeah, I was just a little disappointed with it. I'm looking at these things more cautiously now. Now, Rob's I'm looking forward to. I really do, because he's made it sound really good, and he's got some stuff, some aborted comic projects, and I'm looking forward to seeing at what point things break down. But yeah, 20 pages plus the cover. Wow, that's kind of short. And are you thinking of Claudia Christian? She was on Babylon 5. Thank you, Carl Witzman. That is her. And Claudia Christian or Christensen. Yeah, Carlene, thank you. That is exactly who I was longing for. Thinking about. And curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought it back, Rob, says Sarah. Anyway, Joby Kill, got to run. Prepping for SpaceX live stream. Ooh, that is today. That's fun. I'm kind of casually following SpaceX. Man, that is so cool. Joe, have a good morning, a great night, and don't forget, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, Stupid O'Clock. That's Stupid O'Clock at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. You will love it. It is a great time. And Claudia Christian, thank you, Molly Daniels. And Randy Zimmerman, the Zim Geek, says, I have a copy of Sam's Spirit on VHS. Recorded it when I was on. So did I. Also picked up a bootleg DVD as a backup. I thought it was charming. I liked it. My understanding is Will Eisner was not 100% thrilled with it, but I am sure that probably if he had seen the Frank Miller version of the Spirit, that he'd probably be rotating in his grave like a bullet down the barrel of a gun. Now, Frank has always said that he got blessings from Will to do his Spirit. I just wish he had taken that talent and done Will's. But anyway, editorial over. Carl Westman, I'll be sober for the one IndiEEvent. Any other appearances? Well, you're pre-warned. Well, I will probably be. I'll probably be on my best behavior during this, because I'm not. I should not misbehave at someone else's party. And let's see. And awesome, Carl. Yes. Definitely awesome. And insert Max Headroom video intrusion here. Yeah, they never did catch those guys. I guess I'm next. Rob Anderson, so went to get a car repair after months of trying to get it done, and they ordered 2 wrong parts. Can I go to sleep till 2021? Yeah, I'm getting to Rob. I think you're at the same fatigue point I am. That you hear about all the that goes down in the real world, like murder hornets, missing the comet. All these different mishaps, the My Sharona, Miley Cyrus, Peter pandemic. And it's like, you're all, at one point you're like, don't jinx anything. Don't ask what can go wrong. And it's almost like, okay, what's next? Bring it on. I mentioned it before elsewhere, I think, but I saw a meme on Facebook and I thought it was funny. It said, I can't understand why we're having all this bad luck in 2020. It's almost like we build our homes over Indian burial grounds or something. Oops. And it's like, well, yeah, we all did. And good morning, Russell Allen. Well, finally, something good's happening in 2020. Glad to see you here, Russell. Hope your morning's going well. Dealing with dad going into a nursing home, says John B. Pike. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. So I am way behind on our League of Impossibles webcomic, but the first chapter is done and up on Patreon. So check out the Impossibles page on Patreon. It is good stuff. Seriously, I got a sneak peek. You will love it. You will love it to death. And Eric Hawkins, this page will have up-to-date release info on all the San Diego Pop releases. Funko Pop Hunters. I am writing that down, Eric. Thank you. And yes, Cookie is at work and she can't hear me. Why do you ask? Pop Hunters FB. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Cookie doesn't, but I do. And checking in with the printer this morning to see how things are going. API is printing the Zombiful World of Oz and is also known as Jostens. Yes, they print the school yearbooks as well. Check them out at APIprintingproductions.com. You know, you said you had Johnson's there. I'm thinking, now that sounds kind of familiar. Wow, I didn't know they were getting into POD. That is very, very cool. That's interesting. Thank you, Eric. And John B. Pica says, on the other side of the coin, Adventure Man #2 is 36 pages plus cover. 4 pages are commentary and sketch pages, so 32 story pages at $3.99. It's a bargain. It really is. That's 36, 4, that's 40 pages. That's better than DC and Marvel's doing right now. Thank you. I've got to check that out, John. I really am. You've got me keyed up for that book. That sounds cool. Carl Wisman said they pulled a 20-foot snake out of a pipe in Florida and asked if that was the August curse. Yeah, it's like I've seen a couple of memes on Facebook about the end of days. And, you know, with the murder hornets, we've had, the plague of, something close to the plague of locusts and all kinds of things that it's hitting just a little bit too close. I haven't seen the rivers of blood yet, but we're getting there. I'm thinking we'll get there before December. Molly Daniels, My News should have second chances, the Arbor U8, ready to upload by the end of the week. Yes, Molly, that is great news. Molly, if you want to, please promote on Rising Tide page, if you would. Okay, we'd love to get some fresh eyeballs in front of what you're doing. And let's see, have I missed anyone here? I don't think so. I've got my iPad roaring this morning, and I hope everybody's having a good time. Let's take a break here, if you will, and let's pause for the dulcet tones of Mr. Carl Witzman.
If you love comic books, you'll love ComicsPriceGuide.com, the world's largest comic book price guide. Basic membership is free, and you'll have access to an amazing message board with a fantastic community of your fellow collectors. You can also upload your comic book inventory and manage its value in real time. Learn more about your favorite comics with their database of over 950,000 comics. And it's a great place to sell, buy, or trade comics. So celebrate being a geek and sign up for ComicsPriceGuide.com today. Looking for highly entertaining pop culture podcasts with high production values? Then check out the Journey into Comics podcast network at JourneyIntoComics.com. Nate Phillips and his crew deliver an amazing variety of downloadable podcasts on a variety of pop culture subjects, from comic books to entertaining with friends, from Doctor Who to professional wrestling. If you have a geek interest, the Journey into Comics podcast network is made just for you. For a complete downloadable selection of their shows, go to JourneyIntoComics.com. You can also subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, and Stitcher Radio. So, for an incredible selection of pop culture podcasts that consistently deliver insight and humor, check out JourneyIntoComics.com today.
All right, welcome back to Nevermind the Furthermore for July 8th, 2020. And let's resume your comments here. And Sarah says, good thing about 2020 is making new friends. I say also reuniting with misplaced friends. Good to, there have been some good times during 2020. Overall, it has it's sucked poop through a dirty straw. But anyway, Russell Allen says no rivers of blood yet, just floating, burning dumpsters. Oh yeah, well that is the one good thing that we can rely on in these times of crisis is the floating, burning dumpster. And I feel this is like the symbol of our show at times. Oh, we're just going downhill and we're thoroughly ablaze with the dark smoke just pouring out. But anyway, that's what we got there. And potty time. No, I did not. I did not potty. I did get a glass. I did finish my coffee, and now I'm drinking water. So. Just to keep lubricated. And most of you know lubrication is very important. It's good to be lubed up. Anyway, do you like Florida Man stories? Asked Eric Hawkins. Well, who doesn't? Check out Florida Man on Indiegogo by Mike Barron of Nexus Badger, the Flash fame. And that's on Indiegogo. Check out Florida Man. Plus, Mike Barron, I don't know if you knew this, Eric, but Mike Barron will be taking a shift at IndiEEvents this weekend. So that's going to be fun. I just recently backed his first novel of Nexus. I love that old science fiction series. That was just all things to all people. That was a great series. And streaming while streaming, Carl. Yeah, that could be. You know, the funny thing is, Sarah, when I was in high school, I was friends with a DJ in Danville, Illinois, and he told me about a veteran DJ who could completely evacuate himself in 20 seconds. I mean, numbers 1 and 2, just out it came. And you know, that was back in the day when music was supposed to be about 2 or 3 minutes long. And you say like the longer pieces like Hey Jude and In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida if you had to do a number 1, but you played like the album version of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida if you for like a number 2. Or something that took about, or the long version of "Get Ready" by Rare Earth, or something that took a long time, or the FM version of "Roundabout" by Yes. Those are songs that you played when you had to go, and it was serious. So anyway, but now there's so few on-air DJ personalities anymore. I kind of miss that. Hey, Cindy Cap, mwah. Cindy kept on in IndiEEvent Adventure. Go here and get books at Smashwords from Brian K. Morris. Oh, Cindy, you're so good to me. Cindy, thank you for your incredible questions last night. Thank you for enjoying Clever Title Pending last night. And also go to CKOEPP.com and sign up for Cindy's incredible newsletter. Also, be sure to go to Bear Publications and check out her brand new, and to Amazon, and check out Cindy Kep's brand new book, Animal Eye. It looks amazing. Cindy Kep, for an additional IndiEEvent adventure, try here. And I'm on Amazon too. Thank you, Cindy. You are awesome. Thank you so much. And streamed successfully. Yes, we did. We streamed Water into the Cup. Didn't have time to get rid of any, though, so we're going to be sorry we're wearing khaki today. And hello, everybody. Cindy, mwah, always so glad you're here. Always, it makes my day to see you. And bravo, proud of you, says Sarah. Thank you. And Eric Hawkins, I hope you washed your hands, Carl. And Carl Wisman, are you saying that you are lubed up, Sarah? I might have to leave again. And Sarah verifies that she is lubed up. Well, it's just me. I'm moving on. Anyway, of course, Eric, I am OCD, says Carl Wisman. Well, I am PDQ, so there. And we talk about pee on the show. No topic is off the table. I love it. Well, we don't pee on the table, Sarah. We've got books here, so we're kind of cautious about that. But the carpeting is fair game, I feel. But fortunately, we put some kitty litter down, so that's the secret of broadcasting is kitty litter. And Carl, hashtag blame Brian for lubed up. Oh, so you're lubed up because of something I did or said, huh? Big drink on that one. And Cindy Cap says, And so you can believe it. If you need some vintage fun, you need to get the original Skyman Battles the Master of Steam. Nazis get a boot to the snoot. That is this book. This book's been picking up this summer. I'm telling you. If you like old-time Saturday afternoon serial type adventure, the original Skyman Battles the Master of Steam is your bet. Very proud of this book, and you will enjoy it. If you like fast-paced action and strong female characters, come for Skyman and stay for Fallen Carol. That's what I'm telling you guys to do. Anyway, books are for licking, and that one tastes great. Trust me. And yep, says Sarah. And Carl Wilson, yes, please. Brian has to lick those books, so keep it off the table. That's true. There are just some things you can't even get me to do. And Eric Hawkins, I missed something. I'm listening to this while on a conference call. Why is Sarah looped up? Eric, that's kind of like what Louis Armstrong, when he was asked about the definition of jazz, and Louis just gave that great big beaming smile of his and said, if you have to ask the question, you'll never understand the answer. But of course, Carl Witzman boils it down by saying, does it matter, Eric? And Carl, not really, says Eric Hawkins. Glad you got with the program again, Eric. And Cindy Gap, and then you can get more vintage fun at Bear Publications at bearpublications.com. Go pick up Worlds of Weinbaum. Stanley Weinbaum, one of the classic science fiction writers of the early 20th century. They've collected a lot of his early works into one volume. You will love it. And also, while you're there, you might as well save on postage by ordering 2 books. So pick up Cindy Kep's Animal Eye and all of her other works there too, please. And Russell Allen says, Lord help me, I started a YouTube channel. Oh my God, have mercy on your soul. Please check out my artist interviews and shenanigans. Shenanigans are our language, sir. Please subscribe, and we will check that out later, Russell. Thank you. And Sarah, listening to that while on a conference call, I'm rolling in laughter. And she's looped up, Eric. Try to ignore that while you're on your conference call. And I see many a spit take at the Hawkins home right now. Anyway. Yes, programming notes. Tonight, 6 p.m., Comics Cubed in Kokomo. Sean D. Hilton will be having another one of his online sales tonight. Please go check it out. He's going to have brand new DC releases, as well as toys and a slew of great back issue bargains. Please check it out and put some money in the man's coffers, because he deserves it. And Cindy Cap says, even more vintage fun. Check out Sarton 76. Lots of great cartoonists. That's true. Bill Sarton does, he shares his warm-up sketches every day with you. He takes commissions, by the way. In fact, he did commissions for Cindy Cap's recent launch party for her swag, and it's beautiful. I got some of that. I won some in the contest. And seriously, Bill does amazing work. So please check it out. And check him out at the artwork of Bill Sarton, where everything old is new again. Russell Allen, don't forget Brian K. Morris's channel at Camouflage61821. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate that. I so appreciate that. And I will, if I haven't already, I'm going to go over and give your page a like too. It's the least I can do, because that's how Rising Tide works. Eric Hawkins, one of the funniest things to happen to me while managing an oil change shop was a couple of college girls pulling up and asking inappropriate questions about lubing. They didn't know who they were talking to. Oh my God, Eric, did you need a cigarette afterwards after that? Dear Penthouse Forum, I never thought it would happen to me, but not me, but me. But anyway, so I didn't know you worked in an oil change place. I worked at a C-store for, probably about 6 months. I found it interesting, but it was like about a month after I left, the place got robbed. I'm thinking, thank God I got out of there in time. Yay. Carl Westman says, Sarah is on a conference call, limbers up, tickling fingers. Oh, there we go. You're evil, Carl. That's why I love you. Anyway, and don't forget, Friday night, Carl will have the Drunken Rant on his channel at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. But like I said, programming notes tonight, Comics Cubed and Kokomo page on Facebook. Check it out and get some really cool pop culture bargains, particularly comic books and magazines. And then Thursday morning will be morning coffee with Mr. Randy Zimmerman and Varian Grant on the Indiegogo, or the IndieVolt channel. I almost said Indiegogo. I say them an awful lot these days. But no, IndieVolt channel, and also various other places. Please check it out. It's a great way to start your morning. And then Every day at 4 o'clock, Rob Anderson at the Comic Advocates channel will have fresh programming on there every day. Friday will be the kickoff of IndiEEvent, which you can see at, let me get that, yes, independencecon.com. Please check it out. Independencecon.com. You can also find a schedule under the events tab of what's been scheduled for the IndiEEvent extravaganza. We will be kicking it off with a very, very special episode of Nevermind the Furthermore at noon Eastern, 11 Central. And I will have Sarah on as a guest and some other surprises. Who knows? And check out the schedule because there's going to be a lot of great programming. Meredith Logren's going to be doing some stuff. Carl Witzman, Teresa Dunn, Rob Anderson. I will be on Saturday afternoon with a special episode of Clever Title Pending with Eric S. Hawkins. We're going to talk about his incredible work and his publishing. And then at 7 p.m., and these are all Eastern Standard Time, at 7 p.m. on Sunday, I will be appearing with Teresa Dunn, and she's going to interview me. She's going to grill me like I killed somebody. It's going to be fun. And also, I'll be doing the match game at 10 a.m. With Christian Basil Saturday morning. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a Doctor Who match game. And had a lot of fun during the demo last night. We're going to have some more fun on Saturday. But please check the schedule. Mike Barron will have a slot. And there's going to be a lot of surprises. We're going to have a lot of great creators in novels and comic books and some other surprises. I think we might even have some live music. Who knows? And also special editions of Indie Volt and The Devil's Advocate with Rob Anderson and all kinds of cool stuff. So please check out IndiEEvent this weekend. It is the convention you can't get to. All right. And, we got all kinds of comments. I am so stinking behind again. How did I get so far behind? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, there we go. Boot to the snoot. And Sarah's lubed up. I'm still on that one. Russell Allen, thank you. And oil change with the nubile young women. And here we go. John B. Pica caught up finally. Thank you, John, for waiting. Fun topic. You have to put together a super team from newspaper strips. Who do you choose? Alley Oop, Popeye, Lil Abner. I want Mandrake. I want Mandrake the Magician. He gestures hypnotically, And Cindy Cap, if you missed the most recent Rising Tide newsletter, you missed some great fun. You should sign up for it before the end of the bomb diggity. Well, thank you very much. And I think we got some people hooked on marble racing now. Marble racing is cool. Check it out sometime. We had a link to marble racing. I may put another marble racing thing in next month. Who knows? But we have 2 secret links. We also have an inspirational quote for creatives. Also, situational report on the current situation of inability to get to shows. So, by the way, like I said earlier, August 8th, we are scheduled to have a benefit to help put on CILCON, CIL-CON. That's going to be August 8th at the Sweet Dreams Hotel in Mattoon, Illinois, which is just a baseball's throw from the Cross County Mall, just a little bit further to the west of there. It's a beautiful hotel. So please check it out. And also, as things stand now, Cookie will be coming with me. We've already discussed this with her. So if you want to meet Cookie, and to hell with me, please come to the CILCON event. We'll keep you posted on that as the days ensue. Molly Daniel says our local watermelon festival is a go for August 7th and 8th. Well, you'll be competing with us. Sorry, we're going to take people away. I thought it was the weekend of July 31st to August 1st, so I signed up for a craft show in Princeton, Indiana on the 8th, undecided if I'm setting up downtown on the 7th or I'll shell out the funds for a booth at the festival for one night. That's a heavy decision. I hope you come. I hope you put all your wisdom power to the solution. I really do. Carl Westman says, I think that Brian is trying to do an actual show here. What were you thinking? You kidding? I gave up on that years ago. Eric Hawkins, second funniest thing at the oil shop, the stripper paying in wadded up singles she was pulling from her purse. Oh my gosh, that's funny. And it's like one time when I lived in downtown Champaign, we were not in the best neighborhood. And we had a convenience store about 4 blocks away. And I went in the night after Halloween. And I was friends with the guy behind the counter. And he just looked like somebody had just slapped him. He was like, and I'm like, what's wrong? And I guess the night before he was working late. And this woman came in with barely dressed, very provocatively dressed. And he was laughing and he said, "Hey, that's a great costume you got there, lady." And she just looked at him coldly and said, "This isn't my costume. It's a uniform." And I think he thought he thought it was a woman dressing up as a lady of the night when it turned out she was the real deal. And he was a little shaken by that. So anyway, yeah, it's fun what you find out at older jobs, right? Cindy Cap says Rob Anderson has a Kickstarter rocking. You should check that out. And yes, definitely check out the early works of Mr. Anderson, and you'll be glad you did. And Carl Witzman, just her purse, huh? Yeah. And Cindy Cap, why do Dasher and Dancer love coffee? Because they're Santa Starbucks. That's awful. I love it. And she's on a roll. Look out, folks. Cindy Cap, what do you call 2 monkeys that share an Amazon account? Primates. Oh, God, that's awesome. And Cindy Gibbs goes, how do you look for Will Smith in the snow? Just follow the Fresh Prince. That's better than what I was thinking. Oh, God, that's awesome. That is so awesome. And we're all still stuck on Sarah's lube. No, Carl Witzman, the idea is that you don't get stuck. It just kind of slides. Never mind. And Russell Helen says, and there is the Facebook group there. Please check it out and share that. And that is the IndiEEvent link. Hit send too soon. That's the story of my life, Russell. Anyway, thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And remember, if you want a slot, we still have some Sunday open slots available. Please check them out and check out the times we got going. And if you have an idea for a show, contact Meredith Walgren immediately, because she's had about up to here with scheduling that thing. So you better get her while she's still in a good mood. Cindy Cap out of break time. Also, before she disappears, go check out Cindy Cap on Amazon. Also, go to CKOEPP.com or .com. CKOEPP.com. Now we got everyone's attention. Anyway, Cindy, have a fantastic Wednesday, and we will see you soon. Enjoy yourself. Oh, and hashtag bring Cookie home. Hashtag bring Cindy home, too, really. That way you can be on here all day and not have to worry about leaving us. We love you, Cindy. Have a great day, sweetheart. And Rob Anderson has the writer of let me try it again. Drink water. I'm pretending it's gin. Creator of RiddenSins.com. There it is. Terraforming Comics. Also, don't forget terraformcomics.com. We are changing the landscape of comics and open slots drank. Yeah. And Sarah says, my lube isn't sticky. That's for after the lube. Whatever Rob had last night is catching. Yes, you are so bad, Sarah. Sarah, don't ever change, sweetheart. Do not ever change. I beg you. And I'm going to be stuck on it. The images for all afternoon. Pictures would be appreciated. Anyway, let's hide that before somebody sees that. And anyway, let's take another pause for the cause here. Not as long as before, but we're going to deliver a message here. This is currently on sale at Amazon, and if you don't have a copy, please purchase one. I'd be glad to sign it for you when we do. And Eric Hawkins says, I have to go to the bathroom for a few minutes. Excuse me. I just bet you do. Well, that's, all this talk about Sarah and her lube and everything. I'm sure it's sunblock. Yeah, that's what it is. Because skin cancer is a terrible thing. Molly Daniels just saw the cover draft of Second Chances. Can't wait to show it off. Good for you. And Sarah, I said, am I going to have to read this first? Enjoy your time in the bathroom, but not too much. Well, best 30 seconds of his day. But anyway, couldn't resist. Didn't even try. Anyway, so the show has officially gone to hell after about an hour and 25 minutes, which is probably a record for it. Not going to hell sooner. But anyway, so John B. Pica says, go off to the office and get the office job. Hey, gang. Hey, John B. Pica, thank you, brother, for being here. Hope you have an incredible day and enjoy and hope your comic shop purchases bring you joy. Hope you have joy all day long, brother. Thank you for being here. Rob Anderson says, creator of Incense.com with BKM recovering from the 4th of July. Oh, yeah. And please don't forget, that brings up to mind, thank you very much for that, Rob Anderson. Also check out Rob Anderson's shows at the Comic Book Advocates page on YouTube, and also check me out on YouTube. I'm highly checkable at Camouflage 61821. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, and when you see a video, please give it a like because it helps me with the algorithms. Also, please you can don't forget you can also look at recent episodes of Clever Title Pending as well as Nevermind the Furthermore. Also, we're going to be posting some of our other appearances, such as IndiEEvent and Stupid O'Clock, as soon as we locate them. So please check out. If you like what I do here, you'll love watching me screw up other people's shows, too. And let's see. Here we go. Eric Hawkins says, that was quick. Yeah, that's the problem, Eric. And Sarah giggles at him. And Eric Hawkins, after today, Brian will no longer be reading the YouTube comments. No, probably not yours. No, I will be reading yours. I'm probably going to have Sarah's copied off so I can enjoy them later. And I need a cigarette now. Oh, is that like that old joke about, hey, do you smoke after sex? And the other person says, I don't know. I never looked. So anyway, Sarah says, we warned about the pre-verts. Not our fault. Yeah, that's what all the pre-verts say. Carl Winston, YouTube is where the best pre-verts hang out. And also the best picture quality and the best sound quality and the best people, too. Although you all are pretty awesome. So, and damn straight, Carl says, Sarah. Oh yeah. Seriously, if you want a better viewing experience, honestly, go to YouTube because Facebook is a great place to communicate with people, but their video is kind of an afterthought. And the thing is, I'm finding again that they are throttling the signal, that we are not getting noticed as much as we normally do. But you know what? All the cool people know to subscribe, and you can subscribe to this show on Facebook. Also, please subscribe on YouTube because, again, algorithms, and we'd like to get 100 people on there, so we will ditch the graphic about Camouflage 61821, and we will get an easier URL for you to remember, everyone. So it benefits all, okay? So anyway, and it looks like we are caught up at the moment. So I tell you what, let's call this one. I think we've done enough show for the day after an hour and 32 minutes, and it'll be good practice for Friday because on Friday, the Friday show will be a 90-minute show, because we'll need a moment or two to recharge for the noon show. We hope you'll join us for that. And like I said, we will be doing, we will be starting out Friday morning at 10 o'clock with our usual Nevermind the Furthermore. Then we will do a very special one at noon Eastern time. These are all Eastern times with Sarah as our special guest. We'll get her on here. That'll be fun. Listen to the chainsaw air conditioner going there in the background. And anyway, we're just going to have a nice little talk. Might bring in a couple more people. You never know. So, but we will be talking to Sarah about her journey as a writer. She's also working on her first novel that really has me excited, even more. Well, maybe not more than the loop thing, but anyway, yeah. And Carl Wisman says, yeah, it is pretty damn straight, Sarah. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, everyone should have a yardstick, and it should be straight because you can draw real good lines with it. Thanks for the fun. Oh, you're welcome, Carl. Glad to be of inspection service. Oh, you said a mouthful there. Anyway, so we're leaving that as quickly as possible. And anyway, we've had some programming notes. Don't forget tonight, Comics Cubed in Kokomo, Indiana, on Facebook, and also check out some of our music playlists that we've got on the YouTube channel. We have been getting some really cool songs from the past, some special performances, including some shelter-in-place videos from Bare Naked Ladies and Neil Finn of Crowded House and Split Ends. And he's reformed Crowded House for these events. And we also have some really fun videos on there. You'll really enjoy them. Plus, what else we got on there? Like I said, recent episodes of Clever Title Penning and Nevermind the Furthermore. Check out last night's Clever Title Penning with our people from Terraform Press, Meredith Logren, Luke Stone, and Rob Anderson. And check out IndiEEvent, the IndiEEvent channel, and watch the madness there. And a special thanks to Barry and Grant and Randy Zimmerman for appearing this morning. I'm going to have to put your names in my newsletter, as you know, the list of celebrities that have visited my shows, whose names I drop totally to boost my own fragile self-ego. Anyway, one more comment here. Check out Michael Shoemaker and ZB Zane's Scorpiana 2 on Kickstarter, ending soon, and there is that link. Do check it out. Do support indie comics and indie creators at Indiegogo and Kickstarter, because I'm firmly convinced that is the new distribution route, and it's a great one, but it's one that we can talk about during IndiEEvent. Don't forget that is independencecon.com for a full schedule under the events column. Also, we'll be posting links to the Fall to Roll on my page and on Rising Tide. Please sign up for the Rising Tide page on Facebook. We have new content 3 or 4 times a day minimum, and also some of our good friends are on there sharing their wares. Please check them out. Please check out all the links that you see on this program, because my friends, and that's you, are doing some really incredible work. And we'd like you to get noticed. That's why we do the Rising Tide thing here. Also, go to risingtide.pub, where you can sign up for my monthly newsletter. It's free to sign up. Every issue comes in free, and we give you all kinds of advance notice, extra entertainment, things to think about, and occasionally, right now we're running a special on our books. If you are interested, at $25 for Volcano, Rebirth of the Champion, and for $20 you can pick up Santa Stein, the Post-Holiday Prometheus, my best-selling book. Also, the original Skyman Battles, The Master of Steam, and the Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove, among others. Contact me if you're interested, because those prices include postage. We will eat the postage on those, and we will sign the books and get them out in the mail to you within 24 hours. So please check them out. We would be grateful if you did. And like I said, we will be on the road starting August 8th, and we've got all kinds of really cool stuff coming up, including not just IndiEEvent this weekend, but a whole bunch of great virtual cons. Let me just real quick hit the list there. My calendar is now a mess. Anyway, on the 14th and 15th of August, I will be doing a special event with the Matson, Illinois Public Library. Maria Gonzalez and I will be putting on some entertainment during that time. Maria's been doing a fantastic job. Go to MAPLDFanfest.com. I'll be doing some panels on indie publishing versus mainstream publishing, as well as creative writing, the creative writing process, and world building. That's going to be a great deal of fun. And I'm going to have to pencil in my SilCon appearance on August 8th. This is not the regular SilCon. It is a SilCon benefit to help pay for some stuff for SilCon, to make up for some of the dollars they've lost, through sponsorship, because people didn't have the business because they're all closed due to the My Sharona, Miley Cyrus, Peter pandemic. Then in September, 11th and 12th, I've got SilCon for real on the 11th and 12th. Between the 21st and 27th, the Imaginarium is having a virtual convention. That's a great book show that didn't happen in April, but it's going to happen online, and we've got all kinds of things planned for that. Then October 2nd through the 4th, I'll be at Big River Comic Con in Hannibal, Missouri for 3 days with Amy Hale and other great guests. That's at brcchannibal.com for more information. Then I've got the SI Comic Con in Benton, Illinois on the 10th, and on the 17th, the great Kokomo Con. And then at the end of the month, I think it's going to be the 31st of October, I'll be making my return appearance to Castle Perilous in Carbondale, Illinois for the Halloween Comic Fest. So please come join me. It's going to be a great, great time. And let's see, here we go. Carl Wisman asked Sarah, when are you on? What show? Nevermind the Furthermore at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock your time, Carl, on this coming Friday. We're going to kick off IndiEEvent. It's going to be fun. Also available for Luis Torres. Lily the Demo was at, there's the Kickstarter link. Thank you, Russell Allen. And that's Lily the Demoness. Spell check. Curse you, spell check. Curse you and your incredible ability to make us all look foolish, like I need the help. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore. We'll be back Friday morning at 10 a.m., following that up with a special edition at noon Eastern, all times Eastern, whether you like it or not. And our special guest will be Sarah. Sarah, I am so looking forward to having the lady on. And also I'll be appearing several times during the weekend. I'm be hard to get rid of. So, and let's see, Carl says, thanks. I either did not understand that or my mind was elsewhere. I wonder why, Lube. Anyway, I feel like Mr. Subliminal, so we don't mention things like Sarah Lube, and, we don't want to distract you one bit. That's not what we're here.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
But then again, distraction's what we do best. So anyway, we're going to bid you all a cheese fondue. We hope you have a fantastic day. And here we go. Russ Explode Studios will be on IndiEEvent at 10 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday night. That's Russell Allen. So we got to check that out too. We will try to be there. That's way past our sleepy time, though, but we will stay up just for you, Russell, and it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great time, but we'll have more information on Friday morning when we come back with a brand new Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. So again, this is Brian K. Morris thanking you, yes, you know who you are, for being here and enjoying the, there's that. It's been that for about an hour and a half. But anyway, we thank you for being here during the show. We hope you'll come back on Friday when we have another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. And as always, I hope that you stay smart, stay safe, wash your damn hands, and never apologize for being awesome. We will see you Friday morning on Nevermind the Furthermore. Have a fantastic day as I get down to where I need to be, and I'm just going to keep stalling until I reach the outro. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Hump Day!
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising at GeekInsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends. Because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.